Hello my dear friends and welcome to my channel. Get yourself comfortable and prepare for some interesting stories. One of them is a story about an entitled cousin of my boyfriend who once demanded we take her babies with us on our trip. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I hope you'll enjoy it. My boyfriend's cousin, his paternal uncle's daughter, has 4 children. Each of her kids is the personification of the word bratty. The said cousin refuses to discipline them and constantly makes excuses for their behavior. She's also very judgmental of our decision to not have children. She has often made some snide comments towards me, implying that I'm a selfish idiot who's depriving my BF of the joys of raising children. For these reasons, and for her generally entitled behavior, my boyfriend had cut ties with her. However, when he and I visited his paternal home 3 days ago for his parents' anniversary celebration, we ran into her again. My boyfriend's dad had urged him to use this occasion to mend bridges with the cousin, so we tried to make nice and engaged in small talk with her. During our conversation, BF mentioned that we were leaving for Melbourne for a vacation in a few days. At this, cousin's eyes lit up. "Oh, that sounds like so much fun," she said. "My husband and I haven't gone anywhere since our honeymoon." She whined some more about how hard it is for them with 4 kids. If only they could afford such luxuries, etc., etc., etc. I could tell where this was going. My boyfriend probably felt sorry for her. Being the kind and generous soul that he is, offered to buy them a weekend in a resort in Mount Abu, a hill station in the Indian state of Rajasthan. Cousin, scrunched up face. "That's nice, but why can't you take us to Melbourne with you?" BF, getting a bit annoyed but still patient. "Well, we want to spend some time alone together. Plus, we'll be meeting some close friends there. Besides, Mount Abu is a beautiful place. Your kids will love it." Cousin, in the annoying caring tone. "I still don't see why you can't take us to Australia. You're being so selfish, going on this trip and sticking your family with a cheap weekend getaway." BF's mom. "He's making a very generous offer. Either take it or leave it." Cousin, wearing the expression that morons wear when they think they've had a bright idea. "Oh, I know. Why don't my husband and I go to Mount Abu, and you can take our kids to Melbourne?" Me. "What?" Cousin. "It's a great idea. The kids can have fun in Melbourne with you two, and my hubby and I can enjoy a peaceful weekend. This way the kids can actually spend some time with their uncle. You never make time for them." BF. "I'm offering for the last time. It's either the weekend in Mount Abu or nothing at all. And why the heck will we ruin our vacation taking care of your kids?" Cousin. "How can you say that? My kids are so well behaved. You'll have so much fun spending time with them. Besides, my husband and I could really use some quiet time together. You and OP don't have any responsibilities. You have no idea how hard it is to raise 4 kids. You can afford this trip. I don't see why you won't share with family." BF. "One more word, and you're losing my Mount Abu offer." On hearing this, the cousin shut up. We all had dinner together, and she was mercifully quiet. If only her kids had followed her example. You'd think this would be the end of it, but no. We had seriously underestimated her dedication to her caringness. This morning, cousin showed up at my apartment with the kids in tow. I was shocked to see her, of course, and asked if something was wrong. She smiled and said, "I'm just here to drop the kids off. You're leaving tonight, right?" After taking a second to recover from the shock, I asked, "Did you fall and hit your head on something? We told you we weren't taking your kids with us. What part of that did you not understand?" She then tried to convince me that my BF had called her later and had agreed to take her kids. I knew this was bullcrap and called it as such. Cousin became enraged and asked if I was going to break her kids' hearts. Why would I break our promise, and how BF and I could be so cold? I called my BF, and after telling him what was going on, I turned on the speaker. My boyfriend proceeded to chew her out brutally, telling her that he would no longer pay for their weekend getaway, and that this was exactly the kind of behavior that had made him cut ties with her. She tried to get a word in, but he wouldn't let her. Cousin took her kids and stormed off. BF and I are having a laugh over this, and are still wondering what made her think this plan would ever work. Oh, I love this. All these idiots who claim you don't know what it's like to raise children. They assumed everybody's as stupid as they are. We can see for ourselves what it's like. All we do is observe parents and kids and see for ourselves what a heckish nightmare it is. This story is a classic, elements of child-free and entitled mentality all mixed together. At least you'll save the money that you would have spent on the ungrateful SOBs. And Mom reinforced it by saying, take it or leave it. I witnessed my second wild Karen encounter today. In Hong Kong, the virus isn't that bad, so we can still go out, but wearing a mask is strongly encouraged. Some places require it. So today, my friends and I decided to go eat ramen at a restaurant in the city. Just me, my friend, and another friend. Restaurants close down seats for social distancing, so there are less seats available. Now this ramen restaurant is not very big, so there are only a few seats available. So here's the cast. EM, entitled Mother. OP, me. F, friend. W, waiter. M, manager. So we are just minding our own business when this group of 6 walks into the restaurant. There are only a few seats available, so W informs them that they will have to wait for the tables to clear up before they can be seated, because seats are closed for social distancing. EM, what do you mean I have to wait? W, because of COVID-19, we close seats for social distancing. EM, okay, why don't you just seat us there? She says, pointing at a table with a sign clearly stating, closed for social distancing. W, as I said, they are closed. B, EM, oh, it's fine, just seat us there. We don't have the virus. W, I'm sorry, I can't do that. That's EM. I'm sorry. I'm not asking you to seat us there. I'm telling you to, so please do so now. W, if you wait 20, EM, come on, my angels are starving. She says this as she points to her family consisting of toddlers whining about having to eat ramen. W, we can seat some of you over at the bar if you guys don't need to eat as a group. Without even thanking him, she marches her family over to the bar, rips off the signs to make space for the kids. W, I'm sorry, I can't have you do that. EM, I can do whatever I want. I'm the customer. W, I'm sorry, but if you can't respect our rules, you must leave. EM, let me talk to your manager. The waiter scoffs off and goes to get the manager, who is one of the chefs. M, what seems to be the problem? EM, your rude waiter refused to let me sit at a table, so I had to sit here. M, I'm sorry, but you can't sit here. There are signs stating that these seats your kids are sitting on are closed for social distancing. EM, I don't care. I want to eat with my family. They are starving. M, I understand, but if you can't respect these rules, I'm going to have to call the police. EM, no, I am a loyal customer and have been for a month. I deserve better service than this. M, if you wait, we can seat you over there. He gestures to our table. EM, okay, how long is the wait? M, 20 minutes. EM gasps, then walks over to us. EM, you guys gotta go. OP, what? EM, you heard me. Leave. You and your friends need to leave because you guys have been here too long. OP, we're not done yet. EM, don't talk back to your elders. M, if you don't leave now, I'm gonna call the police for harassing my customers. Realizing now that she can get into really big trouble, she and her entitled family leave. I ended up getting the meal on the house, but still, some people can still be entitled during an epidemic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, I didn't expect Karens here, but then I guess it was too much to hope for. Considering my aunt is a minor Karen herself, she was planning to go to Japan for vacation when the whole deal started. Then, when Japan banned HK or need 14-day isolation, she switched over to Taiwan. When that was out of consideration too, she started whining about it. Not too much, or maybe she whined about it a lot and I just didn't know it because I spend my days on here. EM, entitled Mum. Kid, her kid. Sis, my little sister. Me. Obviously. Some context. I have a disability that causes me severe balance issues, along with muscle weakness and falls, and while I can still walk, it's unsafe for me to do so, so I use a wheelchair. One day I needed to go to the supermarket and decided to take my little sister, 8, along with me. I don't see her often, as I live out of the home, so we made a day out of it, going to the biggest shopping center on our side of the town, and had a great time. After having lunch in the food court, she wanted to play in the playground they have, so with her sitting on my lap, I pushed this over, and she went in and had a blast. After about 15 minutes, she fell over, and since my wheelchair can't fit into the playground, I removed my walking stick from its holder on the side and walked in to make sure she was all right. In enters entitled Parent. After getting my sis to stop crying by joking I'd have to eat her leg now that she landed on it. When I joke like this, she giggles like mad. I turned to wobble back to my chair, only to see it had been moved. It was about 3 meters away from where I left it, right by the entrance where the parents had left strollers, trolleys, prams, etc. And a child was sitting in my seat while her mom spun the chair around. I made my way over and asked for my chair back when EM started on me. Me. Hello, I need my wheelchair back, and you shouldn't have taken it without asking. EM. But you can walk. I was so taken back by that. Yes, I could walk. I was obviously struggling to even stand. Me. Excuse me? EM. You can walk. You don't need it. You just want it. I was shocked. As she was saying this, she was raising her voice, and people were starting to look. I was firm and told her, while yes, I can walk, I can't do so for very long, and I need my chair. EM. Well, what's wrong with you then? Me. None of your business. EM. You say you need the chair, but you won't even tell me what's wrong with you. She said this as if I were the crazy one. She reluctantly got her kid off my chair, so I put my stick away and sat back down. My muscles in my legs were agonizing from having to stand so long, so I pushed myself back to where my sis and I had sat up and tried to forget about what happened and get some rest. As I was going, she was loudly complaining about me to the people around her, claiming I'm lying about needing my chair because I can walk. I'm just a dull bludger. I got my sis from the playground and left the food court as fast as I could. My sis was upset from the confrontation too, so we went and saw a movie to calm us down. I think it was The Secret Life of Pets we saw. She loved it. I've had people both confront me about walking and demand to know what's wrong with me before, but I've never had a complete stranger take my chair. Please treat other people's wheelchairs, walking sticks, walkers as an extension of their body, and not something to touch without permission. It would be so funny when the police arrived. So, you stole his wheelchair, and when he asked for it back, as he couldn't stand for long, you refused, and he lost his balance and landed on your kid? Lady, turn around. You're under arrest for theft. Your kid will be taken in by child protection. Enjoy never seeing him again. Woman, surprised Pikachu face. Well guys, that's it for today. If you end up enjoying this video, please consider subscribing. And if you missed the last episode on the channel, I'm going to link it right here. The story's about an OP's neighbor's OP called the cops on over a dog. So, the neighbor got arrested. Check this out if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next video.